But what happened next is where this story takes a truly unsettling turn. According to this ancient Sumerian tablet, the council wasn't just discussing the future of their civilization, they were discussing its end. The text describes a gathering of powerful beings known as the Anunnaki. These beings allegedly realized that their time on Earth was running out. Their numbers were shrinking, their influence was fading, and the world they once controlled was changing in ways they could no longer stop. But the most shocking part isn't that they believed their civilization would disappear. The most shocking part is who they believed would replace them. According to the tablet, the Anunnaki spoke about a younger species that was growing stronger with every generation. A species that learned quickly, adapted rapidly, built civilizations, created technology, and would eventually inherit the Earth. That species was humanity. Think about that for a moment. Imagine being a Sumerian scribe thousands of years ago, carefully carving these words into wet clay. Imagine recording a conversation claiming that the future rulers of the planet would not be gods, kings, or celestial beings, but ordinary human beings. The document suggests that the Anunnaki understood a powerful truth. Every civilization rises, every civilization falls, nothing lasts forever, not even those who once seemed immortal. As the council meeting continued, different voices reportedly debated what should happen next. Some wanted to preserve their knowledge for future generations. Others argued that it was time to leave Earth behind. And a few believed humanity wasn't ready to inherit the world. But according to the text, the decision had already been made. The age of the Anunnaki was ending. The age of humanity was beginning. If this account is true, then human history may be far stranger than anything we've been taught. It would suggest that thousands of years ago, someone believed our rise was not an accident. It was expected, it was foreseen, and it was recorded. Of course, historians and archaeologists strongly debate these interpretations. Many scholars view these stories as mythology, symbolism, or religious tradition rather than literal historical events. And that's important to keep in mind. But regardless of how you interpret the story, the tablet itself remains fascinating because the ancient Sumerians considered these records important enough to preserve. Through wars, through floods, through the collapse of kingdoms and empires, for thousands of years, these words survived. Why? What was so important about this story that it was passed down through generations? Perhaps the Sumerians wanted future civilizations to ask the same questions we're asking today. Who were the Anunnaki? Why did they believe their civilization would disappear? And why did they identify humanity as the species destined to take their place? Maybe the answers have been lost forever. Or maybe they're still waiting to be discovered. One thing is certain. This tablet tells an extraordinary story. A story about endings and beginnings. About the fall of one world and the rise of another. About a mysterious council that allegedly looked into the distant future and saw us. Whether that council meeting happened exactly as described, whether the Anunnaki existed in the way the tablet portrays them, whether humanity truly inherited a world once ruled by another civilization. Those questions remain unanswered, but the tablet exists. The words were written, the record survived, and thousands of years later, we're still reading it. The real question isn't what the tablet says. The real question is what we choose to believe about it. And perhaps even more importantly, what we choose to do with the knowledge that ancient people believed was worth preserving for the future. If you enjoyed this journey into one of history's greatest mysteries, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. In the next episode, we'll explore another controversial Sumerian tablet, one that allegedly describes the exact procedure the Anunnaki used to leave Earth, the location from which they departed, and the incredible technology said to carry them into the heavens. You won't want to miss it. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember, sometimes the oldest stories hide the biggest secrets.